Hello guys, so Jimin and Jungkook had a Weverse live on July 14th while they're working on their new music in the States. And it was almost 2 hours. Of course, Jungkook himself did another 2-hour live session immediately after this. But in this video, we will talk about what they discussed. I will add context and do natural translation as always. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna do like a word for word translation, but then because that way it will become like, I don't know, 10-hour video. So I will try to be as efficient as possible. If you want word for word translation, wait until Weverse provides like subtitles for everyone. I think they eventually do that, right? Because last time I checked, yeah, OT7 Live now has subtitles. I'm not sure how perfect it is, but yeah, they are, I'm pretty sure, working on subtitles. And also, I have to hit the road in about like an hour or so. So I might have to stop in the middle. But let me try to cover as much as possible. And let me just say from the very beginning, this was hilarious. As expected from Jimin and Jungkook. Chaotic, hilarious, heartwarming, they did everything. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let's see. They started introducing themselves at like 30 seconds mark, I think. I love how they started playing RM's music, right? So here, they're like, nice to see you, good to see you all. And I think the reason why Jimin is keep doing this hand motion is because on their end, all the comments that fans are writing, the live chat, are placed on the sidebar, on the left or right portion of their screen, and their background, their wall is like pretty bright, right? So it's hard to see the fans' comments and the chats. So he's raising his hand to see the comments. So they're saying, "We're here, everyone." And then Jungkook said, "Let me dry my hair a bit faster. My hair's not drying. 머리 좀 말리게. Let me dry my hair." Yep, that's the sound of Jungkook drying his hair. I love Jimin is super cute with the glasses on. I mean, last time they had an OT7 live, it was adorable in another way. But as Jimin will discuss later, he has lost some weight. So we kind of see the difference right here, right? And Jimin is apparently proud of the routine that has been going through, right? And Jungkook is taking meds. And he discussed this at the very end of his own Weverse live stream that he did on the same day. And he made sure to let everybody know that it's not anything like mental health related. It's his skin related. And he said that explicitly so that armies shouldn't be worried, right? So he's saying, "Did I take my skincare meds? It's lunchtime in Korea." And then Jimin said, "It's lunchtime in Korea too, so I think we came alive at a good time today." By the way, the music they're playing in the background is RM's All Day featuring not All Day featuring Tableau, but Still Live featuring Anderson .Paak, right? I love that track. Hi guys. I love the way they're saying hi guys. We are. They were being goofy like 85% of the time at this entire video live stream, and I just love that. Yeah, here Jimin is saying it's lunchtime in Korea too, so I think we came alive at a good time today. Oh yeah, I took a screenshot of that. I just love their interaction like this, being like best friends, BFF. Anyways, back to the video.
전역하자마자 앞에서 사람들이 있으면서 라이브 하는 것보다
For those of you who just joined my live BTS Korean lesson session, 저녁 means to discharge from the military, which sounds exactly the same as the Korean word for evening, 저녁, or dinner, 저녁 식사, right? So do not get confused with those words. Here he's referring to the military discharge. So Jungkook said, honestly, it's definitely more comfortable just being the two of us like this, compared to doing a live right after discharge in front of a bunch of people. And he's not exactly saying that it's much more comfortable doing a live, just the two of them, compared to the OT7. I think what he means here, of course, that might be the case, but when they did a OT7 live, there were big hit staff, HYBE staff, in front of them, right? Because it's BTS OT7, and it's also officially the first live session, making a big announcement about their comeback next spring. So it makes sense that there were a lot of staff members in front of them to coordinate and to organize. But this time it was basically just literally two of them in a room. I think there were like some protocol guys coming in and out here and there, but it was much more comfortable for both of them. So that's what Jungkook meant here. And Jimin agrees. Here Jungkook said, let me grab my lip balm, and Jimin laughing, saying, you are still as chaotic as always. Jungkook.
집중을 못 하세요.
집중 못하세요. You cannot focus. You know, being all over the place.
이해했죠.
Jungkook said, I like to be a bit more prepared when I do lives. And Jimin says, I get it now. Understood.
납득.
납득 means understood.
반갑습니다.
반갑습니다 means nice to see you, right? Or nice to meet you. He said, hey everyone.
벌써 좀 살이 좀 빠진 것 같지 않나요?
Doesn't it look like we lost some weight already? Or I lost some weight already? And Jungkook agrees. You lost a lot, 형.
저희가 지금 온 지 한 일주일 정도 됐는데 우리
Nice. Glasses, necklace, watch. I like the, his outfit of the day.
다들 엄청 열심히 살고 있어요. 우리도 조금 길었고.
Okay, so first of all, like I said, they talked about a lot of things in this live stream. And some of my favorites have something to do with their, updates on work progress, making music. And here, Jimin said, it's been a week since we got here, and we've all been working really hard, seriously. So, raising our expectations so much for the next comeback.
진짜. 오늘 탄수화물 처음 먹었어요.
So, 바른 생활 means like having a diligent life or model exemplary life. So they said we've been working really hard, living our exemplary life, and and before that they said my hair's gotten a bit longer too, and we've been living a really exemplary, clean life. And Jimin said, I ate carbs for the first time today. Oh, so you've been avoiding carbs too, 형. 무탄 means no carbs. 무, I think at some point. Oh, I might discuss this in part 2 of this live stream. Like Jungkook quizzes Jimin and armies about a question that he came across while watching a Netflix series, Devil's Plan. And Jimin said "무," and that's referring to Chinese character for nothingness. So 무탄, that's the nothingness plus carbs. 탄수화물, that's the Korean word for carbs. Okay, so he's been avoiding carbs.
탄수화물 한 번도 안 먹고 아침 7시에 일어납니다.
I hadn't eaten any carbs at all, and by that he means until today, because that day they ate ramen noodles. I've been waking up at 7 in the morning. I get up at 7, work out, do cardio, rest a bit, eat lunch.
아침 7시에 일어나서
일어나서 means get up. We learned this during today's Korean lesson, right?
운동하고
운동 means to exercise.
유산소하고
And 운동, that's the word we learned during Jin Weverse Live Korean lesson.
좀 쉬다가 점심밥 먹고
점심 is another word that we just learned. Lunch, 점심.
작업하러 가서 저녁에 와서 또 식단하고
Yeah, so I eat lunch, go to the studio, then come back in the evening and follow my diet routine again.
혹시 일어나서 운동하다가
저 한국에서 맨날 아침에 잤잖아요.
And Jungkook says, wow, you wake up so early. And Jimin goes, yeah, I wake up around 9, go work out. You know how I used to sleep in the mornings in Korea? Maybe he went through some insomnia in Korea, especially before he went to the military. Speaking of which, Jin also said that he used to be really a sensitive sleeper. But then, ever since he joined the military and got discharged, is now he can fall asleep everywhere, anywhere.
여기 오니까 저녁 9시쯤 8시 되면은 졸려서 이 통제가 안 돼요.
So I wake up around 9. You know how I used to sleep in the mornings in Korea? But here, once it hits 8 or 9 p.m., I get sleepy and I just can't fight it. Meaning his jet lagged. And in Korean, jet lag, we say 시차.
그래서 작업할 때도
맞아.
8시에 이제 다 끝내고 너가 좀 더 하고 싶다고 했었잖아.
So even when I'm like trying to work, you remember around 8, and everything wraps up and you'll be like, I want to keep going, right? But I'll be like, I cannot do it. I really can't. 안 된다. I can't. I really can't.
그래서 형 하다가 포기하고 갔지.
8시에
배고파서 안 되겠어요.
진짜 다들 열심히 지금 준비하고 있어요. 지금 시작부터
Oh, the track that they're playing right here in the background, that one is All Day, RM song featuring Tableau. I love that track also.
불태우고 있습니다.
불태우다. You know that word, right? Because BTS 불타오르네, fire. That phrase comes from this word, this phrase. So Jimin just said, everyone's been really giving it their all. We've been fired up from the very beginning. They are cooking, everyone. They are cooking. Oh, man, it's exciting.
근데 뭔가 지금 열심히 작업하고 있다는 사실을 막 알려주면서 작업해본 적이 있나?
Jimin said, but it's funny because we have never really done, a live while saying, "Hey, we've been working really hard right now," or they never, went through a music project where they constantly update their fans on their progress, right?
없었던 것 같은데.
So yeah, this is their first time.
됐냐면요 지금 뭐 했냐면요.
And he's laughing because he was just like acting like he's about to spoil, provide spoilers. So this is where we are at right now. We've been working on this and that, about to tell us something or acting like he's about to tell us something. But of course, he's joking, right?
거기 지금 뭐
And Jungkook was trying to say, we've been working on like how many songs, using his fingers.
몰라요. 저희도 무슨 곡을 할지 아직 모르겠어요. 열심히는 해보고 있는데.
But honestly, we don't even know what songs we're going to do yet. We're working hard on it though. Okay?
나 안경 좀 사올 걸.
But that's only 5 minutes in. I love when these guys become talkative. 안경, glasses. I should have bought my glasses.
아니 안경을 이거 선글라스야?
네.
근데 왜 이렇게 연해 선글라스?
그럴 수 있지.
And I'm trying to figure out like which portion I should translate and which portions I should leave out because there's some minor details and there are major details from the live stream. But there are also, minor details that sound very interesting and cute. And here they're talking about Jimin's sunglasses, right? And Jungkook is like, why are they so light tinted? Why are these so light tinted?
그럼 이게 차단이겠죠?
그러면 선글라스로
Then do these block sunlight well?
맞아 선글라스.
And yeah, I thought translation of this part should be interesting because listen to what Jimin is saying here.
이게 차단이겠죠?
그러면 선글라스로 하자 선글라스.
In Korean, we usually pronounce sunglasses as sunglasses with the hard S. But since these sunglasses are super light tinted, according to Jungkook, Jimin is saying, okay, then let's just call them sunglasses with a soft S. Jimin touches Jungkook's hair. Oh, did I mess it up?
있네. 그거가.
And then Jungkook says,
그거 뭔지 알아요? 새로 날라고 해요.
my hair's been falling out lately. And Jimin says, you know what that means? New hair is about to grow in. But Jungkook is concerned. No, that's not it.
여러분 저 탈모
탈모.
머리 빠져.
Jungkook is going, everyone, I think I'm balding. Seriously, my hair is falling out. And in this live stream, they also talked about getting aged, getting older. And later on, Jimin mentioned, in the past, he didn't want to age, right? He wanted to stay young forever and showing only the beautiful side of him, like physical appearance to the fans. But then at this point, at one point, he has realized, and this applies to other members as well, that it's also beautiful to age along with their fans, right? So I love, this mature side of BTS members, embracing getting aged, because I'm pretty sure like this is an international thing, like global thing. Hate is a human being does not want to get aged, but it's especially more so in the Korean society. I don't know, age is much more sensitive of a topic in the Korean society. Again, I do realize that this is an international thing. Let me know if this is not a thing in your society or in your country. But
저는
박지민이죠.
박지민이죠.
탐정이죠. Just them being goofy. Me, you're Park Jimin, and Jimin goes, the detective. I don't know why. What kind of reference this is? 탐정이죠.
뒤에 검정색이었으면 그럼 우리 얼굴만 둥둥 떠다녔겠다.
Yeah, if the background were black, the comments would be easier to see it, but then it would just be our faces floating around.
우리 옷도 다 검정해가지고.
뒤에가
And since our clothes are black too,
댓글을 보려면 이렇게 봐야 돼가지고.
So with this background, we have to do something like this to
이렇게.
read the comments.
잠깐만 계속.
이렇게 얘기하다가 댓글 보고 싶으시면 제가 이러고 있을게요.
And this was funny. So Jimin is saying that maybe I should stand over here like this, so it's easier to read comments. I'll just stay like this, then you can read comfortably. And I'll come back once you're done.
좀 편하게 댓글 읽으시고 제가 돌아올게요.
오케이.
다 읽었어요?
좋아요.
다 읽었어요?
You read them all?
저희가 내년 봄에 이제 결과가 어떻게 되던 간에 이제 나와야 되거든요, 그죠?
Alright, talking about their music again. Progress. 내년 봄. That's the phrase, right? Catchphrase from the OT7 Live. Next spring or the next spring, next year spring. So Jungkook said, next spring, no matter how things turn out, the album has to come out. Armies have been waiting so long, we really can't delay it any further.
너무 아미분들 기다려 주셨기 때문에 더 이상 미룰 수가 없어요.
미룰 수가 없다.
Seriously, there's no putting it off. 미루다, delaying or putting off.
그래가지고 오늘 컨셉이 뭔가요?
What's today's concept for you? Jungkook says.
멍청이요, 멍청이.
멍청이, like being goofy or being dumb, being stupid in a cute way.
제가 궁금한 게 저희도 아직 뭐 할지 모르고.
궁금하죠.
I'm curious too, Jimin says. We honestly still don't know what we are going to do, and it makes me really curious. And Jungkook says, I wonder what kind of song we will make our comeback with, the title track. Yeah, I'm especially curious about the title track, and they agree with each other.
지금 다른 멤버들은 오늘 딱 쉬는 날이에요. 저희 오늘 하루 쉬기로 해가지고
쉬는 날, rest day or day off. So somebody asked them about how where other members are. So Jimin provides an update. Where are the other members? Today is actually our official rest day. We decided to take the day off. So since we're resting, we had something yummy. We had ramen today. So his first carbs in a while.
오늘 쉬어서 오늘 맛있는 라면도 먹고
맛있는 라면, yummy ramen.
라면 먹었죠.
라면으로.
네, 라면 먹고 다른 멤버들은
부시다 literally means break, but when it comes to eating, it means they devoured it. Okay.
지금 각자 뭐 할 일 하러 갔어요. 지금 집에 없어요.
Yeah, so we had ramen, and the other members all went off to do their own things. So they're not home now, and I guess they are at home. At first, when I saw these chairs, these are office chairs, right? So I thought they were at a studio or some sort of office building, but I guess this is part of the home or the resident building they're staying at,
네.
because they use the word 집, house, or home.
의전 형 한 분이랑 저희밖에 없어요.
형도 그 낮에 나갔다 왔잖아.
So it's just us and one of our security 형s or protocol staff 형s. 의전 means protocol. Okay?
그때 쉬면서 크리스피 동전
You went out earlier today too, right? Jungkook says to Jimin. And while I was resting at home, you know those Krispy Kreme donuts? I ate 6 of them.
6개를 먹었어.
And he looks so serious here.
먹었다며. 이게 치팅이죠.
Yeah, I heard, Jimin says. And that's what you call a cheating day. Cheat day.
얘랑 태영이 좀 운동을
크리스피 도넛 6개.
And I wonder what he means here. He said, this guy and Taehyung, they've been working out. And then he ended that sentence midway. I wonder if he means Taehyung and Jungkook been working out really hard or working out in a really weird way. Or maybe it's because maybe he means that Jungkook and Taehyung, they eat whatever they want, but then they work out and they lose weight easily. Maybe that's what he means, but I'm curious.
진짜 운동을 너무
단 거 먹으니까 짱겠대.
Right. He looks kind of, I don't know.
그러니까 또 내려가서 형이랑 같이 밥 먹고 라면 먹고 조금 안에 다 들어가 있는 거야.
So after eating something sweet, I started craving something salty. So I went back down and had a proper meal with Hyung. We had ramen. So all of that is inside me right now, inside his belly.
좀 발발했어요.
건조해 보인다고.
Want some lip balm? You look a little dry. Your lips look dry.
뭐 하시는데? 왜 억지 부리는데요?
What are you doing? Why are you forcing on me?
이거 뭐야? 그 뭐지?
Here's a reference to something interesting.
반복되고 강조되는 말은 저를 불안하게 해요.
So that phrase, 반복되고 강조되는 말은 저를 불안하게 해요. Repeated and overly emphasized words make me anxious. And he used that meme in the last Weverse Live with Jungkook. And that's a reference, actually. Let's play it.
그 뭐야 강아지 그거 아니야? 맞지?
That thing, what was it again? The dog thing, right? Because, let me show you. It's here. So, it's a parody of a very famous and popular dog trainer, Kang Hyung-wook, in Korea. And it's his quote, loud, repetitive sounds makes dogs anxious, which became a meme.
강조되고 반복되는 소리는 강아지를 불안하게 해요.
So, he's teaching a dog owner that don't do that. Don't make loud and repetitive sounds. So that's what Jimin is referring to. It makes Jimin anxious.
맞아, 그거 영상 봤던 것 같은데.
맞아.
Yeah, I think I saw the clip before. And yeah, this is the clip that they're talking about.
이거 조명이 있기는 해. 근데 우리는 안 들어가자.
조명 means light. So we do have a light here.
이거
아미들을 조명.
And Jimin says this is our security protocol team 형, 의전 형 set it up for us. Isn't that so thoughtful? He says.
너무 다정하지 않아요?
아미들한테
I don't know what looks best.
우리 한번 쏴볼까요?
You decide.
쏘면 너무 밝아져.
It's way too bright and it hurts our eyes. I think no light might be better, honestly. So they decide to scrap that idea. Oh, this is funny. So RM song starts playing in the background, right? So they start impersonating him. Raya.
잘 지내신가요?
I love that.
잘 지내신가요? 잘 지내셨나요?
여러분들 오늘
So they're about to talk about J-Hope's Hobi Palooza in Berlin.
호비 형 공연하는 것도 보는데
정국 said, 잘 지내셨나요? Have you all been doing well? Have you been well?
진짜 여러분들 너무 보고 싶더라고요.
So Jimin watched Hobi Palooza Berlin live, not in person, but live streamed. So he said, today while watching Hobi Hyung's performance, I realized just how much I missed you all.
너무 멋있었고
멋있다 means cool. 너무 멋있다, so cool. So Hobi Hyung was seriously so cool. And armies were extremely cool as well.
그때 나
잤잖아요.
잔다고 못 봤어.
But Jungkook was asleep. 자다. We also learned this word a couple days ago. Actually, no, today. While talking about V's Weverse Live. 자다 means to sleep. 잠 means sleep in a noun form. So I was asleep during that though, Jungkook said. So I didn't get to see it live because I was sleeping.
저 여기에 그
이렇게 잠들어.
저 뭐죠 스크린 뭐라고 하죠 저거 그
I was here watching it on, what do you call it? And he's trying to,
네.
the screen, that thing, the one you hook up to a project, the projector. So there's a projector here.
그래서 막 엄청 크더라고요. 그래서
And it's really
보는데
big.
거기가 방이 되게 넓은데
So the room is really large.
다 일하고 가지고 저랑 의전 형이랑 둘이서 그냥 막
So I was watching it there. I haven't been to that room before, but it's super spacious. This guy was sleeping, and everyone else was out doing their own thing, working. So it was just me and our protocol team, Hyung, security Hyung, and him being goofy, dancing.
올리셨잖아요.
아니 너무 잘하더라고.
And he posted on Weverse, all right, Weverse Live.
아 진짜 멋있더라고요. 그 와중에
멋있다, like I told you, means cool, super cool.
팬분들 그 떼창해 주시는 게 있는데
So Hobi Hyung was so good, so cool, like seriously amazing. And the fans, armies, when they all started singing along in unison, it was insane.
미쳤어?
미쳤어, insane, in a positive way.
대단하더라고. 근데
It was incredible.
재밌었던 거는
But you know what was funny? There were two moments, funny moments.
너무 희어가지고. 이러면 좀
First one was during Sweet Dream.
영화
When he was saying that, the sun started to set right at that moment. It was so beautiful, like a movie, seriously cinematic. And I think, yeah, he did a live chat, saying how beautiful it was, like just like a film. Wait, here? Right here? Yeah, I don't think I have it here, but yeah, that's what he's posted. Live chat.
완전
So that was awesome, cinematic like a movie. And then the other moment was during
또 잘하잖아요.
chicken noodle soup.
이거 비하 아닙니다. 제가 이랬다고요.
And just to be clear, this isn't shade or anything. It's just how I did. And yeah, Jimin has performed chicken noodle soup before.
아 맞아.
And I didn't fully get this part. Jimin was, humming the song chicken noodle soup. And there's a part in the song
팬들이 이제 막 따라 불러주고
where fans were all singing along.
그러마다 마지막에 예 이거 하더라고.
But then for that one line, it really got quiet. And then they all only yelled out, yeah, at the very end. So I rewatched Chicken Noodle Soup that J-Hope performed for Hobi Berlin, and I wasn't able to locate what he was talking about. So if you know what he's talking about, please let me know in the comments.
팬들이? 아미들이?
너무 웃겨가지고 혼자 꼭대다가
So armies did. It was so funny. I burst out laughing.
야! 이러면서
Yeah, seems like he was.
그런 게또 묘미 아니겠어?
예, 너무 재밌었고
But that's what makes it fun, right? Such a good time, and I really missed you all.
같이 있으면 참 좋았을 텐데.
그러니까
I wish I could have been there too.
그랬습니다.
부럽다, jealous. I was a little jealous.
싸웠으면 진짜 재밌었겠다.
그러니까
It must have been so much fun if you had watched it in person. And yes, the last time Hobi performed at Lollapalooza, Jimin was there in person supporting J-Hope in Chicago in 2022.
진짜 많이 왔어.
There were so many people there, like a crazy number, Jimin said. 진짜 means very, very much. And I heard that there were about like 60,000 people there when J-Hope performed, like live in person. Yeah, crazy number. And the audience, the energy was crazy. I loved it.
제이홉 그랬다고요.
Alright. Oh, this is also funny. Jungkook says, I'm feeling a little sleepy after showering.
자는 영상 많이 찍으셨어요.
You have filmed yourself, so go sleep. Or sleep right now. You have filmed yourself falling asleep alive. Haven't you? And we all know what he's talking about here. Jungkook falling asleep during Weverse Live.
라이브가 진짜시고. 제가 봤는데 이 흰색 침대에서
I saw one where you were lying on a white bed like this. And Jungkook said,
뭔지 알아요?
좀 말래요.
하지 말래요. But the company, our company, told me not to do that. I'm sure there are a lot of fans out there going like, oh, why is Big Hit or why is HYBE doing that? Why do they stop or ask him not to do that? Probably because they cannot expect what would happen while he is sleeping, right? So being cautious. And mind you, millions of people watch Jungkook's Weverse stream. And millions of people have watched Jungkook fall asleep and just staying in the Weverse live streaming room while he's sleeping and dreaming. So, which is super entertaining and funny. But from the company's perspective, they are have to be cautious, right? But Jimin goes, you know why? Because
배터리 나가.
your battery dies, the mobile phone battery.
정우 씨 핸드폰 배터리 괜찮아.
Because your phone battery is precious, you know? Precious. And here is something that I need to explain further.
이 소중이가 살아있다 아닙니까?
소중이가 살아있다 아닙니까? The precious thing is alive, isn't it? And then he looks surprised, shocked. Same with Jungkook.
나갔다 오세요.
아니,
예?
죄송합니다.
Excuse me? Please step out. And Jimin immediately apologized. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is what it is. So-jung-ee. I cannot believe that I'm explaining this in English. So it's a Korean slang term that cutely refers to the genitals. Usually male genitals, literally meaning precious thing or precious one. 소중하다 means precious. And it was, I looked it up, like Wikipedia, like Korean Wikipedia, NamuWiki, and I guess apparently it was originally used in female online communities, but it later spread to male communities and became a running gag. So,
예.
so what's wrong with me? What's wrong with the stuff I'm saying right now? Jimin says. Cue the apology video. 죄송합니다. I'm sorry.
죄송합니다.
I got too excited.
이게
너무 오랜만이라.
입이 꼬인 거지.
It's been just so long since we did this, and your mouth is just all twisted now, right?
그러니까 그런 의도가 아니고.
I didn't mean it that way.
제가 노트 있잖아요. 여기 노트가 있는데
Jungkook was trying to talk about his notebook. I was curious to hear more about it. But then being random and chaotic, all of a sudden started to talk about something entirely different. Photos.
나 이거 보여줘도 상관없는데.
And I'm assuming Jungkook has been drawing because there were a couple instances, maybe 3 times, where Jungkook asked Jimin if he wants Jungkook to draw him.
이거
And we know how good Jungkook is at drawing, right? His artistic capabilities.
아 이거 보여주면 안 되지 아니?
그런가?
아좀 그래.
아 이거는 되잖아 이거는.
Jimin said, I need to show you something that's been seriously bugging me. And he's trying to show the photos that Jungkook took of him
나 아니야.
아얘
and trying to figure out which photos they are able to show and which photo they should not show.
저 사진은 계속 이상한 것만 찍어요.
And Jimin says, this guy, he keeps taking the weirdest pictures of me.
이런 걸
Why, why would you take photos like this? And yeah, it's so funny that I screen captured it as well.
이게 어떻게 저예요?
How is this even
이
mean?
각도로 찍어야 이런 얼굴이
What kind of angle do you have to use to make me look like this? Want me to tell you a trick to taking those kinds of photos? Jungkook says.
해봤거든요 그런 거 몇 번.
I tried it too, on Jungkook a few times.
귀엽다.
But with Jungkook, it just turns out kind of cute.
저도
귀엽다 means cute.
그래서 얘
I
잘
tried-
저도 해보려고 했는데
Sneaking some shots while he was asleep too. They actually look really alike. Exact same pose and angle. That's hilarious.
여기서 보는 게 더 웃겨.
그렇네.
It's funnier when you look at it from this angle.
이렇게 붙여놔야겠다 네 얼굴 이렇게.
Oh my god. I should stick your face up here like this. These are hilarious.
웃기긴 하네.
I've got so many funny photos of you.
이것도 정말
Jungkook
재밌는데,
says.
이것도.
There are tons. This one's really good too. 재밌다. Funny.
이거는 보여줄 수가 없고.
But I definitely cannot show that one. So,
이거 알 줄 알죠.
Jungkook randomly spinning a pen. You know how to do this, right?
저는 한 바퀴밖에 못 돌려요.
I can only spin it once.
저도 한 바퀴.
I can only do one full spin. Same.
우린 나 약간 이게 반동 주면서 했는데 난.
I give it a little momentum. I
거기에
flick it
반동을 주는 거지.
this way. It's the old school trick
너
that used to be a thing
중학생 때인가?
back when we were kids, like in the middle school.
시간 내 그것만 손가락으로 돌리는 애가 있었어.
There were kids who always do these things. They were super tall. Okay. I have time for like 10 more minutes. All right. Now they're about to talk about Jin. So Jin Hyung was writing comments during the live chat. So JK referring to Jungkook, Jimin referring to Jimin, Jimin.
잔 공연 잘 하고 있냐고. 내가 그 공연하고 있는 거 가끔 영상 봤다고.
So Jimin is talking to Jin. Hey Jin Hyung, how's your concert going? We've been seeing some clips here and there. I've been keeping up with the news. Jungkook says.
보고 있다고.
아주 문제 잘 맞추고 있더만.
You've been nailing those quiz questions. And he's referring to the special interactive challenge sessions that Jin is have been holding during his tour, where ARMY like acts out certain words or singing certain BTS or Jin's songs, and then Jin has to guess them right.
아 이거 봐. 그런데 이러면서 치는 말투로. 그런데
Speaking in Jin's voice.
난
도전.
도전이 진짜 신기했어.
도전 means challenge, right? And these guys are still cannot get over with the concept of 도전 or challenge that Jimin has incorporated into his concert.
약간 되게 센세이션.
Jungkook said it was seriously sensational, the concept.
그냥만 할 수 있는.
It's something that only Jin Hyung could pull off.
노래 나오다가 노래 끊겨. 진영이 나와.
And here Jungkook is talking about the opening segment of Jin's Run Seokjin EP tour, right? The song would suddenly play and then suddenly stop, and then Jin Hyun would appear, just keep walking out and walking and walking. Then he shouts "도전 challenge." Then the first track, "Running Wild," starts blasting. Bum 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 bum. That one, right?
역시
Running Wild.
역시 진 역전.
It was so much fun, as expected. Jin.
어떤 식으로 하게 될까요?
Jimin says, "I wonder what it will be like when we finally do a full group concert again."
제맨
저로 갔어?
떠올렸어. 죄맨.
아, 저 괜찮아.
Oh, this is interesting too. Alright, so I had a random thought yesterday.
봐봐, 머리카락이 빠진다니까.
See, my hair's falling in again. It comes out so easily. This is not hair. So this is your eyebrow. My eyebrow's that long. Alright, now back to what Jimin was about to talk about. He's about to talk about military. I had a random thought yesterday. Suddenly I was like,
근데 어떻게 갔다 왔나?
how did we even go to the military?
이제 진짜
I don't remember. It's like it's completely gone now, the memory. Then I started wondering, is our company master surgeon doing okay? 행복관, I've talked about this when they had a first Weverse live immediately after they got discharged. And 행복관 refers to a specific role within the military. Company master surgeons, and they usually take care of like supplies within military bases. So I hope you're doing well, 행복관님. I'll just say 행복관님, referring to company master surgeons. Not sure if he's watching this, but Jungkook's confident that he's watching it right now.
군생활 잘 했거든요. 잘 했는데 잠깐.
So I wanted to say this. Our 행복관님 was actually a super funny guy. Thanks to him, we got through military life pretty well.
같이 도전하실
도전.
문제 내주시면 하겠습니다.
So here, they're talking about Jin's comment. 같이 도전하실? Do you want to try together? Try the challenge together? And Jimin says, give us a question and we'll do it, 형.
순간에
Anyway, from the very first day,
진짜 첫날부터 노래 마셨나?
행복관님 started making songs, remember?
이걸 처음
So, apparently, the 행복관님, company master surgeon, made a parody of Jungkook's 7. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday week. And he sang it in Korean. 월요일, 화요일, 수요일, 목요일, 금요일, 토요일.
정국이 볼 때마다 화요일, 수요일.
And every time Jungkook, 행복관님 sees Jungkook, it's like he sang that. And they're trying to impersonating the guy, 행복관님.
근데 너무 웃기셨던 게 막 어느 순간 어디선가 저의 그 포토카드를
But the funniest thing was
첩을 만드셨었어요. 이 사진첩을.
Funniest thing was, at some point from somewhere, he started collecting our photo cards one by one, and by the time we were getting discharged, he made a whole album, a photo album just for our photo cards. And he asked us, hey, before you leave, can you sign this? And he asked them to stay healthy. Okay. Oh my god, only 18 minutes. I can talk about this all day, but like I said, I need to leave a bit early because I have a big day today. So let me make follow-up videos, okay? But it's super fun. I think later on in the live stream, they talked about like J-Hope's concert again, and then music and their old memories, like their pre-debut or early days of BTS. They talked about Jin's piano performance and lots of things. So I'll cover those, and let me know if volume is at the right level in this video, and let me know if the way I'm doing this is I don't know, right, like volume wise, or the way I translate and talk about them, like stopping here in middle, or should I translate while these guys are talking? But then I have to like coordinate the volume level, right? Whatever, but just give me some feedback. And once I'm back, I'll make follow-up videos. I don't know when that will be, but 2 hour long. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video like this with Jungkook's Weverse Live, because it was mostly Jungkook singing with his beautiful vocals, right? He sang like 20 songs or something. But I can maybe provide some context for each of the songs that he sang during his live stream. But let me see. Okay? And let me know if you have questions, or if you have extra information, tidbits that you want to add about this live stream. Feel free to fill in the gaps by writing comments, and when you do so, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Thank you guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.